Last week, northwest China's Ningxia autonomous region launched the first sea rail intermodal freight train to Iran. It's a massive boost for Iran, which sits right in the heart of Asia, as China is its most important trading partner. Before tougher sanctions were imposed on Iran, the annual trade volume between the two countries topped $30 billion. Experts say the new line, combined with other China-Europe freight rail routes, will help to build a global transportation network covering sea, rail, and road transport.
There is no doubt that Iran is geopolitically important, both as a final destination for Chinese goods and as an east to west and south to north corridor, which will play a significant role in the Belt and Road Initiative.
Having departed from Yinchuan, the capital city of Ningxia, on June 20th, the train is scheduled to arrive in Anzali port in northern Iran on July 10th after a massive 8,500-kilometer journey. It will cross the Caspian Sea via Kazakhstan. This route is 3 times faster than sea transport and saves about $900 per container compared with the former international freight railway line from Yinchuan to Tehran. Although Iran is suffering from sanctions, the majority of raw materials, consumer products, and industrial parts have been imported from China, mostly via vessels.
After orders are produced in China, it takes about 45 days for the goods to arrive in Bandar Abbas port. When the goods arrive in warehouses in Tehran, it will be more than 2 months. I'm sure that rail and sea transportation from China to Iran will make it faster, cheaper, and easier.
Through the full implementation of the Iran-China 25-year strategic cooperation plan, the annual trade volume between the two countries is expected to substantially increase and the full potential of rail corridors be exploited. China will also give Iran financial aid to help build its high-speed train system as part of the One Belt, One Road initiative. The opening of the new freight line will provide a low-cost cross-border freight channel for Ningxia and surrounding regions to link with Iran and the...
北约本周将于西班牙首都马德里举行峰会，秘书长史托滕伯格提前透露议程。
At the summit, we will strengthen our forward defenses. We will enhance our battle groups in the eastern part of the alliance up to brigade levels. We will transform the NATO response force and increase the number of our high readiness forces to well over 300,000.
而目前北约快速响应的部队人数只有约4万人。史托滕伯格还表示，北约还将重新定位俄罗斯与北约的关系，认定俄罗斯是对北约盟国安全的最重要和直接的威胁。对于芬兰和瑞典申请加入北约，史托滕伯格没有做出任何承诺，但认为北欧国家加入北约对双方都有利，有助于整个欧洲、大西洋和北美地区的稳定。新唐人电视台记者乔安综合报道。
The Chinese government encourages the adoption of green technologies, including e-bikes or electric bicycles. Thanks to heavy subsidies from the government, China's e-bike market has boomed recently. As reported by Bloomberg, with the price range from $200 to $600 per item, 51,600 e-bike manufacturers joined the lucrative industry in 2020, up 83% compared to the previous year. As of February 2021, around 223,000 companies have been doing business related to the e-bike industry. There are about 300 million electric bikes on China's roads, making it an e-bike nation, as named by Bloomberg. The e-bike has seemingly become a vital part of clean transport in China. It is more cost-effective, energy efficient, and so more economical than fuel-powered vehicles. Consequently, there has been a rising demand for e-bikes to avoid traffic congestion and accidents in China. However, it is not always the case. The video shows many accidents caused by Chinese electric bikes. They suddenly explode for unknown reasons, even during standby mode or while riding on the streets. According to The World of Chinese, e-bike explosions have been an almost daily occurrence in China for the past decade. 2018 data from the Fire and Rescue Department of the Ministry of Emergency Management shows that e-bikes caused 10,000 reported fires from 2013 to 2017. In other words, there were over 2,000 cases per year, or 5 cases per day. Despite this, the industry keeps dramatic growth. Statista forecast that the production of e-bikes in China will reach 40.2 million units by 2030.
下午好，欢迎出席今天的金砖国家机制自成立以来，就广大新兴市场和发展中国家的命运紧紧联系在一起。面对当前百年变局、世纪疫情、国际热点交织叠加的形势，金砖国家一致认为要加强同其他新兴市场和发展中国家合作，进一步提升金砖机制的代表性，在重大国际和地区问题上发出更响亮的金砖声音。携手应对，我们注意到，包括伊朗、阿根廷在内的多个国家都表达了加入金砖的积极意愿。作为今年金砖主席国，中方积极支持金砖国家启动扩员进程，拓展金砖加合作。在6月23日举行的金砖国家领导人第14次会晤上，金砖国家领导人就金砖扩员发出一致声音，支持讨论扩员标准和程序。中方将同金砖伙伴一道，稳步推进扩员进程，让更多志同道合的伙伴加入金砖大家庭。
事实充分证明，输送武器换不来和平，制裁施压也解不开安全困境。把世界经济武器化，胁迫其他国家选边站队，将人为制造国际社会分裂，让世界更加动荡不安。为了加剧政治目的，拖延和阻挠外交谈判，甚至火上浇油，加剧对抗，只会让冲突扩大化，最终只能搬起石头砸自己的脚。我们敦促北约吸取教训，不要以乌克兰危机为借口，在世界范围内挑动集团对抗，挑起新冷战。不要在亚太地区寻找假想敌，人为制造矛盾与分裂。我们坚决反对一些势力鼓动北约把触角进一步伸向亚太，或者依托军事同盟拼凑亚太版北约。
According to Yilin Qiang, a professor of sociology at National Chengchi University, China's educational system is centered around tests. Consequently, students are classified with different titles based on their test scores. These titles reflect their status at school and the treatment they can expect from their classmates. Spending 7 years following up with students at 5 of Beijing's top high schools, Yilin found that all these schools applied an identical, grades-based status system. At these schools, students are evaluated according to national standards. Therefore, the classification is determined based on how easily they can pass the test with 4 main ranks. 学生, or study gods, marks the top ranking. It demonstrates those who earn their high scores effortlessly. Meanwhile, 学霸 takes the second tier, referring to study-addicted students who must work harder for their grades. 学渣, in third place, describes those with low scores due to insufficient effort. 学肉 takes the last position in the status ranking, aiming at those who earn bad results despite their hard work. Therefore, 学肉 are also considered losers. Almost no student wants to admit to being a 学肉, or loser, because 学肉 has no friends. This four-tier system significantly affects students' daily lives. Shi Ying is a Shuishen who passed the entrance examination of Tsinghua University, a top university in China. Shi Ying's classmates expressed their desire to be like her. Like Shi Ying, another Shuishen named Claire has received huge admiration from her friends and fellows. Her friends even memorized her SAT scores and academic results at Yale University. People kept telling her story for many years, even after she graduated. Contrary to what Sui Shen and Sui Ba receive, students with lower status earn almost no support from their peers. Her classmates scolded a Sui Jia named Sarah for doing her homework wrong. At the same time, a Sui Rou named Kang Wei was shunned. Most students even declined to reply to his greetings. According to Tiang, a classified social status right from school will affect the student's perception for a long time, even after they leave school or get a job. Although nicknames Shui Ba or Shui Jia no longer exist, they tend to maintain a similar hierarchy based on work results instead of test scores. Tiang supposed that although the adult world and adolescent world are not the same, this type of status hierarchy will follow these students from high school to the end of life.
On Tuesday, President Xi first visited a laser engineering company in Wuhan, where he learned about the development of the optoelectronic information industry and core technology research. During the visit, he stressed the need to strengthen technological research and development and master more core technologies with independent intellectual property rights. He pointed out the need to accelerate the realization of scientific and technological self-reliance and self-improvement. During an exchange with the company's staff, President Xi said the Party Central Committee attaches great importance to the development of scientific and technological talent. He said party committees and governments at all levels should try their best to create systems, framework, and working and living environments that are conducive to scientific and technological innovation. He also visited a community service center where he learned from community workers about grassroots community governance and residents-oriented services. During an exchange with residents of the community, President Xi urged adherence to the dynamic zero-COVID approach and stressed that given China's large population base, the consequences of policies like herd immunity would be disastrous. He pointed out that overall, China's